Sauce Sundays. We have, baby. Look, I'm giving free sauce out every Sunday. You feel me? Today we're gonna talk more about crypto than anything. You feel me? Some drop shipping gonna be in there, but we're gonna mainly focus on crypto because that's what everybody said they want to hear about crypto. So that's what we're gonna talk about real quick, man. But I'm gonna let a couple more people get in here real quick, just so everybody can get the game. You feel me? I don't want people jumping in, getting half the game, a little bit of the game. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and get some thunk real quick. So I'm gonna be right back. You feel me? Shout out Mac Moolah. I'm gonna get some thunk. You did all that. Be right back. Okay. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I say free sauce Sundays. Let's go ahead and get into it now. Look, a lot of y'all trying to get into crypto, and a lot of y'all trying to invest. But I'm gonna tell y'all why I told somebody earlier today. You feel what I'm saying? This is a complete truth. You can make a lot of money off crypto. You can make a lot of money off stocks, but you need to have a business on the side to really profit from it. You only make as much money from crypto and stocks as you put into it. So let's say I put $1,000 into it, 100% return will give me $2,000. It's not gonna give me $20,000. You see what I'm saying? If I want to make more money, I have to put more into the actual crypto or more into the actual stock. You see what I'm saying? So if someone isn't willing to put the amount of money that they need to into the crypto, or they don't have the capital to do that, that's why they need to have a business on the side. Because a business is better than a job. We want businesses, not jobs. We want a business. So when we make a business, you see what I'm saying, that can fund our adventures for crypto. That can fund every time we try to make a dip into, every time we're trying to invest into a dip, every time we're trying to invest into the stock market, that can fund what we're trying to do. So right now, I'm gonna talk to you guys about Bitcoin. I'm gonna really give y'all a market update because I know a lot of y'all don't really be looking at the market and understand what's going on. So right now, Bitcoin is kind of like in a little slump. I ain't gonna lie. We're in a downwards channel if you check the daily charts. You feel what I'm saying? Now, a downward channel is a downward pattern basically, but it's also a bullish pattern at the same time. Basically, we're hitting off a support on the bottom side, trying to break the resistance on the top side, and this is a bullish pattern because once we break through the top side, it usually sends us to new highs. This has happened plenty of times before. Like if you go back to like last year when we had the bear market in June, July-ish, it was actually like like 2 month bear market, 3 month bear market. Then after that, we broke through a downwards channel and it actually brought us back to the upside of all time highs. All time highs for Bitcoin right now, I want to say, let me scroll up real quick. 68,000, almost 70,000. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying we're like kind of in a good space for crypto right now. That's why you need to invest because we're in this downwards channel. We can break out of this downwards channel at any time. So you need to invest your money right now because if you don't invest right now while the market's in the red, you're not gonna see as much money as when the market's in the green. You gotta invest when it's red to see bread. That's what we're gonna say today, okay? Invest when it's red to see bread. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't invest when it's red, you're not gonna make any green. I say that to say, think about it like this. Let's say Bitcoin's at a price of 40,000. Are you gonna be scared to hop in when it's at 40,000 and then wait till it gets to 50,000 to put your money in? Because by the time it gets to 50,000, the price might already be starting to decline. It might be the end of the cycle. You might get a little boost. You might make a little extra money, but you missed out on the major bag when you could have invested in at 40,000. It goes the same for all other cryptos, for stocks as well. If you don't invest when it's low, you're not gonna make any money when it's high. We gotta be ready to invest when the market is red. You gotta be ready to invest when the market is fearful. When the average guy isn't trying to buy, that's the time you need to buy. That's when all the billionaires are investing. That's when all the trillionaires are investing. That's what time you need to be attacking the market as well. But right now we're getting a bounce off the 37,376 support line. And if you don't know what support and resistance lines are, support and resistance lines are basically how you see, this is a level of where the crypto is for the day or where it is at all time. Because if you don't have your support and resistance lines, you're not going to technically know when to buy and when to sell. You see what I'm saying? So you definitely need to have your support and resistance lines. Now, support and resistance lines go based off the amount of hits you get on that specific line. For example, give y'all a free one. Free support line is 37,376,000. So if you take that support line and you actually measure it out and go back in time, you're gonna see you get a lot of hits off the support line because it's a strong support. That's how you know if your support line is stronger now, or your resistance line is stronger or not, the amount of hits that you get off of it. The more hits, the actual more is verified. The less hits, it's not really verified. It's not gonna be looking right. So you don't need to actually invest into that crypto or actually mess with that crypto. Well, not invest, but you don't need to actually have that support line or resistance line. But like I said, right now is the time to invest because Bitcoin is in such a critical state. But there's also such a lot of bullish news in the market right now. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, it's just so much money in the market right now, so much actual information in the market right now, bullish news in the market right now because every like there's a lot of smaller countries that's actually adopting crypto. There's a lot of smaller countries that are adopting crypto. There are a lot of bigger countries that are trying to adopt crypto and actually pushing legislation now to adopt crypto. Europe is becoming one of the most crypto friendliest places in the world. Russia is trying to make their own crypto. Some of the smaller countries like Central Africa and El Salvador and some of these countries are actually adopting crypto and regulating it into their economy. And everybody's trying to get a leg up on the competition, as I should say, because when the cheaper companies or the smaller countries start actually getting into crypto, well, not getting into crypto, when they start regulating crypto, the bigger countries are going to have no other option but to fall in line, because eventually crypto is going to take over the world. Inflation is going up. The average dollar is not really worth as much anymore. Everything's going up. Taxes are going up. Like, everything's going up. So either we're going to adapt with the times and start using a different form of currency, or we're going to get left behind. And all these smaller countries are getting that because they're already poor. Not really trying to talk about anybody, but all these smaller countries are poor. You see what I'm saying? They don't really got what it takes to sustain themselves if inflation goes up, or sustain themselves if the prices of something goes up. They have a food shortage, or if there's another tsunami or no natural disaster or something of that sort. They don't have the money to sustain themselves. So they have to adopt crypto, and by adopting crypto, they're going to have a lot of startup companies go there and get a lot of money into their country. Now, eventually, this is going to be a trickle-down effect that goes into Europe, mostly all of Europe, because yes, Europe is a country, crypto-friendly place right now, but it's actually not, the main crypto-friendly place because it's not regulated. It's not brought into their economy yet. So a lot of startup companies are coming out of Germany. A lot of startup companies are coming out of Switzerland and things like that. But it's not to the point right now where it's as it should be, where everything is regulated. Crypto can be sent and bought with anything. Crypto can be received anywhere. It's not like that yet. We're still fighting for those rights technically, well, right now. So that's why it's the right time to get in, because we haven't seen the absolute takeoff. And another thing I'm gonna tell you guys to get in is on the metaverse. Now hold on real quick. It's hot as hell. I gotta put this fan on. Cap. Gotta put the fan on. I ain't gonna cap. It's hot to the motherfucker. Phone up. Hot as hell, boy. I'm finna flame up too. I ain't gonna cap to you. Now look. Goddamn. The metaverse is something y'all need to invest in, because the metaverse is going to be running the world pretty soon. Now, the metaverse, what you've seen with Facebook, changing the name from Facebook to Meta, that's the metaverse. You see what I'm saying? The Oculus gear and all that, that's the metaverse. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I didn't even know it was just cheap right now. Y'all need to invest into Mana, because Mana is $1.53. Now, if you don't know what Mana is basically the metaverse token. That's what I would call it. The official metaverse token is Meta and Mana, and then it's Sand. When you invest in Mana, you're gonna make a lot of money, because all-time highs for Mana right now is. Let me go back to the daily real quick. Damn, Mana took a dip. I ain't even see that shit. Right now, the all-time highs for Mana is $5.90. Okay, $5.90, and the current price for Mana right now is on $1.53. So let's just go ahead and see how much money you would make if you put like $100 into Mana right now. At this current price, if we went up to our all-time high, let me bring it up a little farther. That would actually be a 310% return. I'll repeat, if you put $100 into Mana right now, you would get $300 out of it, because that would be a $300 return. It was a 316% return, actually, which is a $300 return if you just put money into there. Now, it's not no guarantee that's what will happen tomorrow, it'll happen next month, but there is a guarantee that Mana is going to reach its all-time highs again, because, like I said, this is the official token of the metaverse. Just like Sand is, Mana is one of the most official tokens too. So you definitely got to look into things like this and look into what's going on, because there are a lot of big companies that get into the metaverse too, such as Nike, Budweiser, Fidelity. They put an 8-story building in the metaverse. When Nike, Fidelity, and things like that start getting into the metaverse, that's when you start looking at it. They're buying land. They're actually building buildings there. They're building events there. They have things going on there. Like Snoop Dogg had a concert in the metaverse last year for the Super Bowl. Nobody talked about it. No one wants to talk about it because it's not important right now. But when it starts popping off, everybody's already going to be investing into it, and they're going to leave you behind. So that's why I'm here, to let you know what's really going on, because nobody's going to tell you the truth. Like, you feel me? It's a lot of news going on. It's a lot of information going around, but no one's going to sit here and tell y'all that, because they want you to look it up and look for yourself. But that's why I'm here to put y'all on this free game. Now, look, you need to invest in a metaverse, and while you're at this, you also need to invest in a gaming token. Now, gaming tokens are going to get you a lot of money, but you got to make sure it's a good game. Like, for example, you would invest in Call of Duty, but you probably wouldn't invest in some app that just came out on the iPhone that says it's going to be the next big game. You're probably not going to fuck with that. So you need to make sure that the game that you're finna invest in is actually a good quality game. Like, there's some games out there for the metaverse that's like Pokemon. That would be a good game to invest in, because why wouldn't someone want to invest in something that's already popular? But at the same time, there's some bad games out there. So you need to make sure you're investing in the right thing. But something I'm going to tell you right now that you can invest in the gaming sector would be Engine and Rari. Now, Engine and Rari are two definite coins that you want to invest in, and they have a lot of upside to them as well. I would definitely invest in Rari. I would look more into it right now, but I would definitely invest in Rari. And Engine is also down as well. Now it's hot in the gaming sector, so you definitely want to invest in those tokens if you want to make a good return on your investment. But like I said, Mana is definitely something you guys want to invest into because that's the actual metaverse. Metaverse is going to be bigger than life, especially with the lockdown that just happened and the way things are going. More people are starting to stay inside and go outside. Everything shifts into going online. Schools are online, jobs are online. Like people are meeting people online. So you gotta take advantage of this and start making your money online. Now, since we're talking about making money online, let's just go ahead and switch over to drop shipping. You feel me, real quick, so everybody can get to know about that as well. Now, look, if you're gonna start a dropshipping company, you gotta do something that you're interested in. If you're not interested in what you drop selling, you're not gonna care about actually making it look good, by actually making the specifics look good, make the details look good. You're not gonna care about the website, the design, your target audience, thinking about all that. It's like, you feel me, you're just not gonna really understand what's going on. So you gotta actually like really think about and put some thought into, what do I wanna do? What do I want to sell dropshipping wise? How do I want to do this? How do I want my company to look? How do I want my brand to look? You got to think about these things because even the people you're selling to are going to tell a story about your brand. Like I said earlier in one of my membership videos, new membership videos coming out today. If you're in my membership already, if you're not, go ahead, hit the link in the description below. But like what I said earlier in my membership video, if you got a bunch of racist customers, you're going to be known as a racist brand. But if you got a lot of cool customers and hippie customers, you're gonna be known as a cool brand. That's why Raw Papers blew up. Raw Papers was a hippie, and a lot of people that bought his company and well, not bought his company, bought his product were hippies. So since he had a good fan base and a good customer base behind him, it was easier for him to blow up. Opposed to if you got like people that are racist, people that fight all the time, like you see what I'm saying, it's gonna make you lose a lot of money. Even the baby talking about he lost $30 million off all the things he got going on right now. You're gonna lose money the more you're in the news for bad things. The more you're not really doing good things or you're not known for a good thing, you're gonna lose a lot of money. So that's why you gotta keep your face card clean and your business clean. But you're gonna make a lot of money regardless with dropshipping because you just gotta be selling the right product and it's easier to do than anything in the world. Cause you gotta think about it, y'all. Back in the day, motherfuckers had to get up every day and sell something. Selling t-shirts, had to get up and go on the corner and sell these t-shirts. After you go buy a store and sell these t-shirts, you had to do something, you had to market yourself. Nowadays, you don't have to do none of that. You don't gotta do nothing that you don't want to do. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's easy to do anything online. Want a game? Do it online. Want to sell shirts? Do it online. Want to sell makeup? Do it online. Want to sell hair? Do it online. Like, the only thing you really got to do in person nowadays is like haircuts and makeup, and like if you want to actually apply it to people's faces and stuff like that, really in-person things. You can sell services online. You can sell products online. You can actually make a name for yourself online because you can start your brand online. It's just different things that you can do. It's different avenues that you can go down. You got to use the internet though to your advantage because we're going to see like a gradual shift to everything being on the internet with the way the metaverse is going right now. People are putting on an actual headset and looking into something and not like they think they're somewhere else. People are like punching the wall, jumping into stuff, like tweaking because they think they're somewhere else when it's not really what that is. And like eventually things are gonna get weird. Okay, I'm letting you know, like things are finna get weird as hell. Niggas finna stop trying to date girls because they finna be having girlfriends and shit. Girls finna stop trying to date niggas because they gonna have boyfriends. Nobody gonna wanna go outside. Nobody's gonna care about what they really got on. It's all gonna be how your drip is in the metaverse. It's gonna be like really more expensive because you're gonna have to most likely buy real life clothes and metaverse clothes. And metaverse clothes are probably gonna be more expensive than real life clothes. So it's like it's gonna be another way of flexing. But if you can adapt your business to what's going on right now with the internet wave, and then you can actually take advantage of the metaverse. Because let's say, for example, you want to sell makeup. You can sell makeup right now, but why not innovate something and start working on the digital design to put makeup on avatars in the meta world? Or when people actually start using Oculus and it gets more powerful and it gets more popular, you can actually start selling your makeup or selling digital makeup in the metaverse, and that can make your sim or your avatar look like something. You gotta start thinking outside the box because no one's thinking inside the box anymore. All these billionaires thought outside the box. Amazon, who thought of same day delivery? Who really thought same day delivery was gonna be a thing or even actually possible back in the day? Because I know I didn't. Like, what the fuck, same day delivery, nigga? Like drone delivery, got grocery stores you can walk into and walk out, and like I don't have to pay for nothing. It just take the money off my car automatically. You feel me? Like people are innovating every day, so you got to innovate too. Because if you're not actually moving with the times, then you're being left in the past. Same thing happened with the internet age. Internet came in, like, you feel me, really got popular around like the late 90s, early 2000s. If you weren't on the internet and you weren't actually taking advantage of the internet, then you were like stuck in the past. People were making a lot of money through the brick and mortar business, but like eventually when the early 2000s and mid 2000s came, people started transferring all their business to online businesses. The people that went online made a lot of money very fast because everybody was online. People was new, so people wanted to spend money on it. People wanted to try it. People wanted to experience it. But the people that didn't actually transfer to the internet were left behind because they didn't advance. They didn't try to make something better for themselves. They didn't actually go with the times. You can't fight the times. You must go with the times. Same way as like this, the trend went from baggy jeans to skinny jeans. Everybody was wearing baggy jeans. And back in the day, I ain't gonna lie, if you wore skinny jeans in the early 2000s, you was gay. That's what people were saying. Like you was just, you went like that. Nowadays, it's the norm, and if you wear baggy jeans, you kind of look that weird. Times change, okay? That's all I'm trying to let y'all know. So you got to move with the times. You can't try to fight the times. You can't be that old person saying, "Oh, my music back in the day was so much better. I miss those times. I miss that." That's not doing nothing for you, bro. You can't fight the times. You gotta move with the times. So when you move with the times, you're gonna make a lot more money, and that's why you need to start investing into the metaverse once again. But with drop shipping, pretty straightforward. If you want to sell something, there's a way you can sell it, and there's a way you can link it to make it automated. Now the thing with drop shipping is why I push it so much. Yes, it's a business, but it's automated. See, when you're selling shirts, you still have to physically make the shirts. Well, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can still physically make the shirts, and that takes time. You got to package it yourself. You got to send it out. You got to actually make it and things like that. When you have a dropshipper company, and let's say you're selling shirts through Shopify, you're not really doing any work. You're designing the shirts for sure, but you can pay someone to do that if you really want to. I mean, you can pay someone to make the designs. Like, all you really doing is put it on a shirt online, mocking it up. Maybe if you want to get some models to take pictures in it, you don't even really have to do that anymore, and you're making money. It's easier and it's automated. It's automated, so that means you don't have to do nothing, bro. I'm talking about you can get 100 orders a day and you don't do nothing but rake in the money. After you make your website, all you gotta do is actually just promote the website. You're gonna be making money just from sitting on your ass. You can promote it on Instagram if you got popular Instagram already, or if you want to do influencer marketing. So it's just straightforward. Hey, I know you got people that watch your page. People will probably buy it if you say buy it. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. Say you do, you feel me? Do that and do your little work real quick. Post it, and then they're gonna buy it. Now the only thing you actually do have to put work into is your ads. If you don't put work into your ads, no one's gonna give a fuck. In the social media age, everybody's posting videos, everybody's posting pictures, clips, TikToks, whatever, reels, whatever you're doing, you posting something. So you gotta make your shit look quality, because if you don't look quality, it's gonna get lost in a bunch. You don't want nothing that you're doing to get lost in the pack. You want your stuff to stand out, because the more that your stuff stands out, the more that your work stands out, the more money you're gonna get. Now, I already talked about Instagram niche pages on here that you need to make that for your dropshipping company, but you really need to make a business page. An Instagram niche page is good for promoting it, just for people not to know it's you, because it's easier to promote it, because it's easier to grow a niche page than a real page. Let's be honest. So it'd be good to make a niche page, but at the same time, you still have to make a business page. So if I'm selling shirts, I gotta what you call this motherfucker. Hold on. I hit this bitch. There we go. So for example, if I'm selling shirts, I gotta actually make a business page for that, because why would someone just buy a shirt from a company that doesn't have no business page? Like, even if you just sell it to make a couple of dollars, you gotta make a business page, because you gotta make it look appealing and make it look attractive. If you don't make it look attractive, no one's gonna care to actually buy what you're putting out. And some businesses need to put a face behind it. For example, I have a membership company. If you go on my membership page, I have pictures of me on my membership page, because you have to put a face behind some of your products and some of your business ideas. It is what makes sense. No one's like, people will buy hair not knowing who makes the hair, because girls are like that. People just see it looks good on another girl and be like, okay, I don't really care who made the hair. I don't really care who the owner is. I'm gonna buy this hair. Same with makeup. Now, when you're doing something more physical, like graphic design, kind of, sort of, maybe people want to see who you look like. Maybe if you're doing something with selling memberships, people want to see who you look like. Maybe if you're selling the clothing line, people might want to see the owner of that. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you don't have to do it, but it would be in your best interest to do it, because you can make more money like that. The name of the game is getting the money. So a lot of the things that you don't want to do, you're gonna have to do for business. Networking is something you're gonna have to do for business. If you don't like talking to people, you're not supposed to be no business person then. You're gonna have to get out every day and network and talk to people. I don't care how you feeling, what you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, you ain't eat breakfast this morning, you're gonna have to go outside and talk to people and network. If you don't network nobody and you don't talk to nobody, bro, how you expect to make more money? How you expect to make money if you're still around the same group of people that you grew up with, and you're the only person out of that group making money? You're the only person out of that group that's trying to do something. You're the only person out of that group that's actually got goals and dreams. Sometimes you gotta move and cut off some people, bro. That ain't mean you gotta make them ops. That ain't mean y'all gotta be into it and no shit. But like, you gotta move on with some people, because they don't want better for their life, and you want better for your life. So that's something you gotta do. But you gotta have to do a lot of things for business that you wouldn't usually be willing to do. Now, I'm not saying compromise your morals for business. I'm not saying compromise your morals for money, but I'm saying you got to get out your comfort zone if you want more money. If you want more money than you ever had before, you're going to have to compromise like a little something. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to have to compromise going out as much as you want to, or maybe having to go out more for your business, maybe having to buy more expensive clothes to look the part, buy clothes more than you actually would like to, or something like that. Go out more, drive around more. It's just different things, okay? Talking to people, you might be an introvert, might not want to be extroverted, but you have to be extroverted in some situations, not all the time. It's just certain things you got to do. But for drop shipping, you definitely just want to find something that you like to do. If you're interested in makeup, sell makeup. If you're interested in technology, sell headphones or something. If you're interested in like games, I don't know, sell a game. You feel me? It's a nice resale stage for games right now. Like you can resell anything, you can sell anything. It just depends on what you're into. Even if you want to sell shoes, it's easier right now to sell shoes than it's ever been before with the demand for shoes that's going on. You can start Shopify and sell some shoes, Instagram page and start some shoes, Facebook page and start some shoes, sell some shoes on StockX, Goat. There's a million ways to do things. Even if you do graphic design right now, you can get on Fiverr and start charging people hundreds to thousands of dollars to do simple designs. All you gotta do is either have a service that you're willing to sell or have a product that you're willing to sell. Now, what I will recommend you to do is why it's good to have a product because you can sell it faster, you can make more money from it. Learn a service. Whether this is graphic design, you're taking pictures, you know how to do somebody's hair, nails, whatever it is, a service will always come in handy because the need for a product might go out. Maybe you're not having a good month. Maybe nobody wants to buy your shirts today. Who knows? It might not just be a shirt happy month. Maybe it's getting colder. People want to start wearing coats and all you're selling like shirts. Yeah, whatever's going on. If you have a service, you can rely on this service to take the place for your product sometimes, and that will actually make it better for you and easier on you because you have more ways to make money. Billionaires or millionaires usually have around 5 to 6 streams of income. That's on the low side. So you need around the average person really 3 or 4 to be financially stable to do whatever you want. Because if you're not financially stable, how can you really live your life and do what you want to do? If you're not financially stable and you can't pay your bills without thinking about it or being like, damn, how am I going to pay my bills this month? You can't really focus on what life really is. You can't figure out what true love is. You can't figure out what true love is, what you want to do with your life for real, how you feel about certain things in the world because you always think about money, money, money. And that's why the world it is right now because everybody's thinking about money, money, money. You see the people that don't think about money like that really be living their life, and that's why you see them doing crazy shit because they living their life. That's what they want to do. It might be crazy to us, but that's what they want to do because they got the money. You feel me? Do what they want to do. You feel me what I'm saying? So you have to get money to actually live your life, and that's why we're talking about this right now. That's why you got to get more streams of income so you can live your life comfortably because when you have a family, no one wants to be at work all day. I don't want to be at work all day. I got a fucking family. So if I got a fucking family, what you think I'm going to be at work helping another nigga get money all day and I'm getting a small cut, a small percentage? Fuck no. I'm finna be getting a big cut or at least splitting it 50-50 down the middle with you and we're finna go ahead and run his money up. That's just what you got to do. That's how you got to start thinking business savvy. Like you gotta start thinking in percentages. You gotta start thinking in numbers. You gotta start thinking in connections. You just gotta look at the world differently. Okay, like you look at the news and you saw, oh, Apple's coming out with a new iPhone this month. Why wouldn't you buy Apple stock? Because you know Apple is going to go up. They're coming out with a new phone. Why wouldn't the value of the company go up? Why wouldn't the stock price go up? You see what I'm saying? It's things like this you got to think about because this is what will make you the most money. And you got to do it fast because, for example, let's say this was announced today. You might not want to invest in Apple today. You might want to play it safe and invest in Apple next week. Well, next week, Apple might be up $100 and you just missed out on that money. But at the same time, Apple might be down $100 and you might have to hold that or take that L. That's something that comes with investing as well and no one wants to talk about. I'm going to tell you the real. I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, you're going to lose money investing too if you don't know what you're doing. You can't just hop in the market and be like, oh, I'm going to run it up. I'm going to make $1 million real quick. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Like, not with stock options, damn show. You're going to lose money if you don't know what you got going on. With crypto, you're going to lose money if you don't know what's going on. With stocks, you don't know if you're going to, you just don't lose money, okay? If you don't know what's going on, you're going to lose money. So you got to do your own research and understand what's going on. You got to understand for yourself because if you just listen to someone else all the time, you're never going to really have a full game. You're always going to be chasing after another nigga like, oh, put me on, teach me, teach me, teach me. You got to care about it enough to actually give a fuck to look at the charts and draw your resistance and support lines. Like, I'm telling you, I got resistance and support lines on everything, nigga. SPY, all my cryptos, all my stocks. Like, you feel me? This is just what I do because I take it serious. So if y'all want to get the money, y'all got to take it serious too. All I'm saying, bro. But I'm going to give y'all some stock game real quick. Right now, SPY is down. If you want to invest in the stock market, SPY is down. Now, SPY is an ETF, and the ETF, like I said last time, is a conglomerate of stocks. Now, we definitely don't want to invest in sector ETFs. We want to invest in ETFs that have a nice combination of well-rounded stocks, such as SPY. SPY has most of the popular stocks in the market. It doesn't matter what sector it's in. It doesn't matter if it's technology or healthcare. It has, a lot of the most important stocks in the market. Well, not a lot of the most important stocks in the market. So when SPY is down, the market's down. When SPY is up, the market's up. Feel me? Free game if you ain't know. Now, SPY is currently at a level of $412, really 413.25. Now, if we look at SPY, we see we're down like a lot and we're almost into the red zone for real. Because we break under 500, it can get a little dark. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because we haven't been under 500 since, goddamn, hold on, what was this? We ain't been under 500 since May 12th of 2021. You feel what I'm saying? With 400, really, that's when we hit the 403 support line. And if we get under the 403 support line, shit can get a little hectic. You feel me? So this is a time you need to be attacking the market because one of two things are going to happen. Either we're going to go under the support line and see a correction, which I doubt. If we see a correction, probably might fuck around, see a recession. Everybody's going to start losing money. Everybody's going to start panicking. I don't think the U.S. wants to go through that right after Corona. So what I think is going to happen, we're going to get a relief pump. And even if it's a small relief pump, just up to the level of 461 like it was last time, that's still money that you can make in the market. So what I would do right now, I would dollar cost average into my favorite stock right now. I would dollar cost average into my favorite ETF right now. And I'll also dollar cost average into my favorite crypto right now because the crypto market is down, the stock market is down, everything's down. And the stock market and crypto market is like that. If you haven't noticed, when the stock market is that's a bad day. Coincidentally, Bitcoin has a bad day. When Bitcoin has a good day, coincidentally, if the market's open, stock market had a good day, or they at least had a pump that day. I'm just saying it's starting to be more correlated and it's starting to be more easier to read the charts and easier to see what's going on. So I want you guys to pay attention to the trends. Also, I want you guys to know, dude, you don't want to trade this. You can trade SPY, but I wouldn't trade VIX. If you look, anytime the SPY market or the stock market is down, VIX is up. So whenever VIX is up, the stock market is down. If the stock market is up, VIX is down. I repeat, those two correlate and bounce off each other. So if the stock market is down, VIX is up. Easy way to know what's going on in the market as well. So you guys, got some free game. And you definitely want to look at the news as well. The charts tell one side of the story, but the news tell another side of the story that you need to pay attention to. Because if you don't pay attention to the news, then you're not really going to have the full understanding of what's going on. If you didn't look at the news, you wouldn't understand why I'm saying invest in Bitcoin so heavy and invest in the crypto market so heavy. If you look at the news, you understand why I push it so hard and tell you how to invest your money because this is going to be worth something. Bitcoin literally went. Like, can't make this up. Bitcoin literally went from goddamn. What price was this? Let's just say I don't even want to go to the bottom. It went from $3,870, all the way to a high of $68,000. Do you know how much money you would have made if you bought a whole Bitcoin? Bitcoin used to be $5. Mana is right now is like $1 something, but the all-time high is $5. Now it might not sound like a lot of money, but I just said percentage-wise that would be a 300% increase. 300% is a lot of money. That's 3x of your money by doing nothing but holding it. I ain't go to work. I ain't go outside. I ain't talk to nobody. I ain't do nothing. You feel me? I stay here. I played the game real quick, and I made my money. That's all I'm saying. You want your money to work for you, and the more you have your money work for you, the more money you're gonna make because that's how the rich stay rich, and that's how the poor eventually stay poor because they don't. Hold on, turn it on. Turn that shit off. Yeah, turn that shit off. But yeah, that's how the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor because the rich people actually invested money and have it work for them. Think about it. If I just put $1 million, I just made $3 million because I invested some money. $3 million. I made an extra, well, actually four, my bad, because that would be, yeah. So I'd make $4 million, $3 million, so make it $4 million, and I didn't do nothing but sit on my ass. Who wouldn't want to do that? Even with dropshipping, I just invested $30 to start this dropshipping company on Shopify. And then after I invested $30 a month, I invested $19 to buy the domain. Then after I buy the domain for $19 and okay, so we're $49 right now. That's cheap as fuck. To start a whole dropshipping company, that's cheap as hell. So after I do that, what are we really talking about expense-wise? Marketing. Start a niche page and do it for a few months. Don't have to really pay for that anymore. Start a business page and market it for a few months. Don't really have to do that anymore. Actually start a personal page and market it well enough, you don't have to do that anymore. If you do actually want to do it, go through Instagram ads, Facebook ads, and then actually do influencer marketing. So bada bing, bada boom, you got a company. Now, I'm not saying it's going to work for every idea. You still have to put thoughts into it. You still have to think about what you want to do, and you still have to actually work for it. It's not just something you can wake up and be like, oh, I'm going to do this. It's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. So you actually have to think about it, and that's why you have to be passionate about what you want to sell, because if you're not passionate about it, you're not going to get any sales. So Definitely something you got to pay attention to, guys. Pay attention to what you're getting into, the niche you're getting into, who your target audience is. Your target audience can be anybody, whether it can be young, old, fat, skinny, girl, boy, whatever you feeling like. You feel me? It can be anybody. Just make sure that your target audience actually lines up with what you're selling. If you're not selling, if I'm selling makeup, my target audience wouldn't be 50-year-old men. Just clearly, you see what I'm saying? It just wouldn't be that. It would be like younger girls, maybe like 18 to 30, 15 to 30. You see what I'm saying? That would be my target range. You see what I'm saying? Just girls, not even mattering about like their preferences or nothing. So that would matter most. But if I'm selling games like Call of Duty or something, I think my target audience would be like the same age range, just on the flip side for men. See what I'm saying? So it's just easier to do that. It's easier to make your pages if you think about it like that, because it's be easier to make your content, know who your target audience is, and you'll have a better understanding of how to draw your target audience in. But we're gonna talk about the rest of that next Sunday, man. I just want to let y'all know what's going on with your boy. You feel me? Put y'all on some free game real quick. And also don't forget to sign up for my membership Feezy. I still got the discount going on right now. You see what I'm saying? $30 for the gold, 60 for the emerald. I'm putting niggas on the full bag, a real bag. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and hit the link in the description below. But I'm gonna be up here every Sunday for the free game, man. I'm actually probably gonna be going live a lot more than that. But the free game specifically gonna be on Sundays, you see what I'm saying? So check it out for my live. Go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell so y'all know what's going on with your boy. But better go ahead and smoke this thunk and get up beyond. You feel what I'm saying? Finna get up out of here, you see what I'm saying?